Hi guys, today I'll be reviewing the ColourPop palette that I got recently called All I See Is Magic, and I'm just going to be doing a makeup tutorial talk through, kind of just relax video where I'm just doing my makeup, talking about random things, and showing you guys how I did a look with this palette. So if you enjoyed this, give it a like and be looking out for my next videos, which will be more reviews slash demos slash makeup tutorials on more ColourPop eyeshadow palettes. So I'll see you all then. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to be starting out with my foundation today, and I've already been swatching on my hands some colors that I want to try out from this ColourPop palette that I'm going to be using on my eyes today. But before we get into that, let's start out with foundation. So I've already primed my face, and I'm going to be using a mixture of the No. 7 foundation called the Stay Perfect foundation and the Fenty Beauty foundation. It's just a mixture of colors to match my skin a little bit better. It is darker than my skin, but my face is like way paler than my body right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix these two up and use it all over my face. Whoa, that's a lot of foundation. Gotta love the sound of a beauty blender. Oh yeah, the color is just a little bit different here. Just don't look at my neck. I've had insanely dry lips this winter. You can hear my necklace like shaking every time that I move around. I was in Arizona for a while, and once I got back from there, my lips will not stop peeling. My skin did not adjust well to the altitude there, and no matter how much water I drink and no matter how much chapstick I use, my lips are just in dire need of moisture at all times of the day. So I've been trying this lately, and it is just a little bit light for me, as you can see. No, I'm not putting white out on my face. This is actually concealer. And I'm really gonna blend this in. I just thought I saw a bug on my ceiling and I was about to run out of the room. I definitely want to try out more sponges this year, because all that I've tried out so far are the Beauty Blender and the Real Technique sponge, which is this. You can tell because the end of it is flat, as opposed to the Beauty Blender, which is round. I really like both of these, but I'm just curious because I've seen a lot of people talk about different beauty sponges, like affordable ones too. Oh, I've tried out the L'Oreal one too, and that one's really, really good. It's pretty much an exact dupe for the Beauty Blender. So if you see that one at the drugstore, definitely give it a try. It's only about $6 or $7 instead of 20 like a Beauty Blender is, and to me it works exactly the same. Okay, I'm going to set my face, and I'm just going to dip my sponge into here a little bit. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is the matte and poreless one. I'm just going to put a little bit of this under my eyes to set that concealer right quick. Then for the rest of my face, I'm just going to take this brush and lightly dust powder. Next I'm going to fill in my brows using the Anastasia Brow Definer. Now my eyebrows look super ashy because I just put foundation all over them, but they're not always this light, I promise. Once I get into like the inner part of my eyebrow, I try to make really quick and light strokes of my pencil to make them look more like hairs, and then I just take the hair off of my spoolie and then I'll just take it and brush them lightly, not smudging it like outside the lines, but just like brushing them straight up to give it a more natural type of a look. One thing you always want to do is make sure that where you filled in your eyebrow down here is even with down here, otherwise it's always going to look like you're going like this. Like if one's filled in and is higher, you're just going to be constantly like, woo, woo. I don't know who's watching this, but if you didn't ever realize from my pictures or my videos, I do have like a gnarly scar right above my eye, and that makes it look a little bit wrinkly. So if you ever like see this eye and you're like, oh, that's not blended very well, the eyeshadow just really doesn't blend into that part of my eye, and it always makes it look a little bit choppy. So if you always see my Instagram pictures, it's why I take a picture of this side, because it always looks a little bit better. Since this is a lighter shade, this will also help highlight my brow bone. First I'm going to start out with this big fluffy brush to just use all over my crease and make sure that my transition color is blended out perfectly before I get into anything else, because this is the step that will make or break the blend of the eyeshadows. Using, whoa, I almost dropped it, is using a transition shade and making sure it's like blended to filth before you start any other colors. So I'm going to start out with the lightest shade in here, which is called Go Wish, and it's sort of just like a peachy orange color. I'm going to put this as my transition shade. Alright, taking that same brush, I'm going to go into this shade right here and just leave it a little bit deeper in the crease. Not going to go all the way up and blend it out so much, but this shade, let's see if I get this right. This shade is called Imperial. I just am really making sure to get the shape that I want when I'm blending it. The key to getting the look that you want is getting the shape that you want. So this is different for everybody's eye shape, but I find with mine, I do always tend to flick out my eyeshadow and make it look more like a cat eye type of shape. But I just spend a lot of extra time finding that shape and perfecting it. And then I find that if I just know exactly what shape I need, every look will come out how I want it to. Okay, next I'm going to go in to this purpley shade down here, and I'm going to be putting this in the inner and outer corners because I'm going to be doing a dark lid sort of look today. We're also going to go back in later and make sure that all the edges are blended out, but first I'm just going to put all these colors down. Okay, now I'm going to go back into that previous shade that I used and blend out the edges just a little bit. Again, ensuring that I'm getting that desired shape. For me, it is flicking this corner out, giving it sort of an almond shape, a cat eye. But for you, depending on your eye shape, it could be more rounded out, it could be not a smoky eye at all. Totally just depends on what you want to do. But for my eye shape and my lid space and where my brow bone sets, I find that this looks the best on me. I'm going to put some concealer on my lid to make the color stick. Give a nice little base for the shimmery shade that we want to go in with. Let me just go ahead and swatch on my hand for you all of the shimmery shades in here. So we've got a choice of like so many different shimmery shades. This gold right here is really calling my name, but then I'm like, Haley, don't be basic and do gold like you always do. But I think I need to go with what will look best with this eye look, which I think I'm going to halo my halo, if that makes any sense. I'm going to use this coppery shade right here called Pitter Patter, and then I'm going to go in the very center with this gold shade called Save It for Later. Okay, so after doing that, you can see it's a really harsh line in the middle, so I'm just going to take some of that deep purple shade and get it on a little small brush and then just barely blend out the edges of this gold. On the bottom lid, not bottom lid, the bottom lash line, I'm going to go in with the exact same colors, except I'm going to use a smaller brush so I don't get it everywhere. I'm going to go in with this peachy shade, just right along the lash line, connect it to the outer corner, and get this thing rolling. Oh, don't want to cover you up. Okay. Now I'm going to be taking this all the way in to my inner corner. Then closer to the lash line, I'm going to go in with that darker purple. So I'm going to put some mascara on, and I'm going to use some liner too. I would do winged liner, but I feel like with spotlight eyes, I really like just leaving everything blank and not even using fake lashes. Just going in with mascara and letting the eyeshadow speak for itself. Pop goes the weasel. Okay, there we go. Okay. Mascara. Here we go. Okay, let's go in and do Hello Belbo. Cutie. Oh, she's tired. Let's go in and do our bronzer. Cannot talk when I do this because I feel like I'm gonna mess it up. Just gonna do a little light bronze today, nothing too hardcore. I feel like it's at this point of your makeup routine that you start feeling like, okay, I knew I wasn't stupid. I knew I was doing something right. I think I'm gonna go in with some liquid highlight first. Don't you drip on me. I think I'm gonna go in with this new highlighter that I got for Christmas. Shout out to my brother's girlfriend. She got me a Jeffree Star highlighter, and I've never tried any of his highlighters, so I'm super excited to try this out. Woo! It is Siberian Gold. This pan size is like the size of my face. Holy cow. And it's also got a huge mirror on it. This looks beautiful, so I'm so excited. Highlighter brush got stuck all weird in my bag, and now it has a slight tilt. Okay, I need a mirror to experience this for the first time. Okay, we're just gonna start with a little bit. This is what life's all about. For my lips, I'm going to use a combo that I've been using non-stop lately. I'm going to go in with the ColourPop, and it's called 951, and it's an ultra satin lip, and I'm just going to, like, you know, coat my lips a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with this Anastasia gloss called Undressed. Okay, so this is the finished look of the All I See Is Magic palette by ColourPop. This palette is very great. I love it. All the colors, as you can see, they blended out super easy. I know I spent a lot of time blending them out, so don't take my word for that, but they're so pigmented and they're so easy to use. This is the first video in the series of all the ColourPop palettes that I have, so my next video will be reviewing / demoing the next palette, which will be one of the following. I still have the I Think I Love You palette, the Element of Surprise palette, and the Dream Street palette collaboration with Kathleen Lights. So, be looking forward to those videos in the future. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!